Hello guys, so today we are going to be talking about capital management. So in the last video we talked about time frames and why you should use a higher time frame for day trading because of the commissions and the spreads and whatever. But yeah, so this video we're going to talk about capital management. So capital management is how you manage the total amount you have for risking in the financial markets. So there are two ways I go about it. So you can be a conservative trader. This is where you do not risk a lot of money in the market, and there's another option of aggressive trading. This is where you are willing to lose a lot of money for the prospects of making a lot of money. So for me, I'm usually a conservative trader. So if you're aggressive, there's no problem. It's still a way to trade. It's just how you are going to manage your overall output and input that you'll be able now to make money. So let me start with conservative. So if you have maybe a $10,000 for trading, if you're a conservative trader, don't place all that money into your account. Okay, what you're going to do, I usually split it into three. Okay, because if you divide it by three, you get like $3,333. So this $666, place it in three different accounts, which do not access them until maybe something goes wrong, or even don't have them in your trading account but have them available. Then you have the $3,300. Okay, so use this one and place it into your account. This is what you're going to be trading. So if you double this in like 2 months, or maybe 4 months, or maybe half a year, you can see by the end of that year, if you double your money maybe in every 2-3 months, by the end of the year you're going to have maybe you have doubled your overall 10k. You get me? Now there's another option of aggressive trading. If you're an aggressive trader and you want your money fast, or maybe your style of trading is more aggressive, this is why you risk a lot of money on the setups. Okay, but it's upon you. I'll suggest you maybe divide your 10k into 10 parts. Okay, so like 100k. Maybe you double your money in every 2 weeks. Fast money usually go fast, so you have a higher chance of also blowing that money. So if you divide that money into 10k, you can be able, if you double your money this week and maybe lose it next week, and maybe the other week you make triple of your $1,000, you see, you'll be able to be profitable at the end of the year. So you need to have a method to manage your capital depending on what you feel best. So I'll do more videos in the future expounding on the matter, and also if you want my input or advice on the issue, I will also organize a way inside the materials that you can have a one-on-one session with me, but I'll just know about that. But for now, you need to know that you cannot go have all your money and place it into the financial market. Having all that money will have a very high psychological effect on your trading, where you want to be aggressive and also conservative. You want to grow, but also the prospect of losing everything will be at the back of your mind. So that's something. So for a conservative trader, you'll find that you will never even blow your account, because the way you're trading, you're not you are risk averse. I don't know if that's the right word, but you are not so comfortable with risking too much. You prefer slow and steady growth. But if you are an aggressive trader, you have to give yourself room as a human for error and for also failure, because sometimes you are going to mess up. Maybe you might see a setup that is not even there, and you are trading the aggressive style that I'm talking about, where you risk small amounts of money, but on setups that require that you go all in on. So your chances of failure, maybe you have reduced them to small. I'll expound more as we finish this course. You will understand what I'm talking about. But for conservative, you have given yourself more room to fail in that account. So that's that. You need to have a way to manage your capital overall Don't have all your eggs in one basket. There's also something I learned from, I read a book about on, I don't know, Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins. So he interviewed very famous people who are making money, and there's a strategy that stuck out with me in that book by, I think it was Redalio or Jim Simons, I don't know, or Carlyle, I think Carlyle. He was interviewing the guy, and the guy is a billionaire. He trades like financial instruments and other, but he's trading on a hedge fund. So what they do, they allocate capital on various assets, okay? Then at the end of maybe like 6 months, they come back and reassess their books and see which pair made a lot of money, which one made lost money. What they do something called rebalancing. This is where you take out your money and maybe now rebalance with the other assets, depending on where you see they have a potential of making more money. The assets, maybe you'll have to reduce money, assets you have to increase money, but that is for the stock market. So for the forex market, what you can be doing, maybe once you double your account, you can be taking that money you have made, the profits, some spare it for your lifestyle, for your living way, the other spread it around your, maybe the other 300k, maybe you have made another 300k, maybe you had a 10k account, you are divided into 3, you made another 300k. Okay, now you have 333,000. Okay, so you are going to take out this 333,000 that you have made, maybe take like 1,300 for your living expenses and whatever, you're left with 2,000. Now you have 12,000 USD. Okay, so this 12,000 now divided by 3. Now you see your capital has grown up, not grown up, but has now increased. So that is what I'm talking about, capital management and like rebalancing. So if you are confused on how you can create depending on your trading style, I will do more videos expanding on the trading styles. But if you want personalized one-on-one coaching where I can show you, we can assess what type of trader you are, I'll ensure there will be a platform for that in the future. But for now, I thought I talk about that. So ensure you have capital management plan in your trading strategy. I'm not going to tell you here, just people just be told, yeah, deposit money. They never tell you how you deposit your money, how you approach your money to the markets. Okay, so that's something you need to know. Are you an aggressive trader, conservative? Because that also plays a big part in your success, because you cannot go to allocate trade money as a aggressive trader and you are a conservative trader. You're going to be, it's going to affect your trading psychology, of which what I'm trying to do with mechanical is remove that psychological pressure. I want you to trade like a robot. So that is something you need to know, and you cannot trade as an aggressive trader using a conservative account style. Okay, so that is something we will expound more when you come to risk. We'll expand more on that. Yeah, but that for capital management. Ensure you manage your capital. Don't risk everything. Don't place everything, all the money you have into your account. And if you don't have the money, go search for money, because trading is a rich man's sport. That's something you are never told. But trading is not for poor people. Trading is not for broke people. Trading is for people who want to preserve their capital, not people who are interested in growing their capital that fast. Okay, so you will going to make money, but not that like you flipping, I don't know, $10 to 100,000. Mathematically, that is, especially with the duration, within a short duration, it's quite hard. But you do it in maybe even 6 months. Nah, it doesn't work like that. You can maybe say increase your capital maybe by half by the end of the year. That is doable, but not the other way around. So there are various ways you can go about it. There are also prop firms that have come about. In the future, I'll also make videos on how you can use the mechanical trading style on prop firms. But what I'm teaching is you can also like be able to refine your strategy and maybe tweak it here and there, and it will be good to go. But yeah, I'll cover everything in the future. But yeah, that's that for that video. So let's meet on the next video.